plate and coffee to your elbow. We are committed to your safety while visiting our store. Limited. We appreciate you visiting Lowe's and look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a Lowe's safe day.
So on day 11 of a national emergency, that's what stores look like. Only essential stores are open, such as food, medical supplies. That was actually a Lowe's hardware store. That's considered essential to basic function of society. Like if you had a plumbing break in your house, a contractor would need to be able to get materials to fix it. So there are some stores open. They are pretty much empty. And that's what shows you that the economy could pretty much collapse if it went on for a while, because 70% of the economy is based on consumerism, people buying stuff, at least in America. We don't have a system based on anything other than pretty much consumerism. That's the heart of it. Whether you buy products from Walmart, whether you buy a car, a house, whether you buy food, buying stuff and exchanging of goods is a huge part of the economy. And within 2-week period, you have seen that basically the economy would just fold up if society stopped functioning. Is that right? Well, it has pros and cons. I can understand why a society is kind of built around that. I think there's inequity in the system. There's an imbalance. I think statistically, our system shows that the wealth gap is as high as it's been percentage-wise since the Great Depression in 1929. I think the middle class continues to shrink. There's no longer annuities or pensions. And people are working till they're elderly. And however, look, there's still opportunity. It's a balance of thought. Obviously, health comes before everything. But not really. I mean, in one sense, I mean, look, if the evaluation is, should we shut things down longer to decrease the risk of health, or should we open things quicker, saying, look, a small percentage of people will die, maybe a lot of percentage of people will get sick, but only a small percentage of people will die, we're going to stay open. I mean, I got to be fair. I don't know all the data. I mean, driving is the most dangerous thing. We still let people drive, but we mandate that they have insurance. We don't mandate that people have health insurance. I think that's a little bit of a scam too. So, but I don't know. I'm here to document it. Like I say, I think the system needed reform before the virus in America. I think the system will need reform after. However, look, in America, we just measure things by the stock market index. We measure things by, not as a collective pool, just as like, you know, we like business as normal. And I understand that. Look, I've been suffering because businesses haven't been open. I depend on public businesses being open for me to get my resources that I need to live full-time on the road. And I've known people, and some people have commented on my channel, that their business has either folded up or they got laid off. You know, if you work for a hair salon, barbershop, whatever, you know, 2 weeks without a paycheck is tough. But to me, that goes back to the point. If America can't not work for 2 weeks or even 2 months, do we have basic programs, or do we have to pass special billion-dollar bailouts to keep the system afloat? I mean, 2 months, I can start to understand that, but it's been not even 2 weeks since a national emergency was issued. And basically, corporations have asked for billions. They're going to give maybe 1,000 or so to regular people, one-time shot. So 70% of Americans lived paycheck to paycheck before the virus with no guarantee of health benefits. Average Social Security is $1,400 per month. That'll barely pay for your rent. Average rent in America is $1,200 per month. We're going trillions in debt. Before the virus, America was $22 trillion in debt. After, it will be close to $25 trillion. How does that affect us? Because years later, when this passes, they'll say we have big deficits. We can't afford Medicare, Social Security. So, guys, it's a shell game. The strong survive. It's just a shame, like I say, because I understand some of what we do and why we do it. And I think there's a lot of great opportunity in America. I love America. But if you love America and if you're a patriot, you speak up to reform it, not just to keep the system going. I mean, it's got to be a thought process in it, right? So I just see so much wealth here that we could easily balance it out just a hair where, again, productive people still prosper better. Innovative people are still rewarded at a higher level. However, some of that wealth is used for basic services so that if 2 weeks of productivity stops, people aren't destitute. You know, if you work at Walmart, you don't just get paid $2 hazard pay. You know, you have health benefits already, you have annuity. I don't know, man. It's just, you know, I speak on these things often. Like I say, I'll just keep doing me, no matter what. But, you know, I don't know, man. It's just interesting. It's an interesting observation. I observe life, you know, and these are my thoughts today. That's pretty much what it is. I just want to share it with you. Stay positive, stay productive, be a light in society, speak up, don't be silenced. However, look, you just know that everything in life, even the corporations know it, and that's why they have lobbyists. The corporations pay people to sit in Washington to constantly nag the government to pass laws in their favor and to give them money, okay? So when you ask for something, when you want reform, you're considered that you're destroying the country, you're lazy, you're a socialist, etc. If the stock market goes up, do they ever say we're going to share profits? No. If the stock market goes down, do they say they need a government bailout, which is taxpayers' money? Yes. That's what's wrong. Okay. And, you know, it has to be both ways. I'm okay if we help everyone out when it goes down, but let's also help everyone out when it goes up. So it's that inequity that makes the function of society unbalanced and eventually unsustainable. But the ball will keep getting punted or pushed forward until, you know, whatever. But we print money, so who knows if people will ever care. But either way, guys, that's what it looks like in the stores. Those are my thoughts on day 11 of a national emergency. Every day a lot changes. Do the best you can. Yeah, I have been feeling under the weather the past few days. I don't know if it's because I traveled from Florida to New Jersey or if I have the coronavirus. But I'm still functioning. I feel better, just a little strep throat. Hopefully these videos help. If they did, click that thumbs up, share the video, subscribe if you're not, check out my playlist on the coronavirus. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.